The Hermosa project is located in Santa Cruz County near the town of Patagonia in southern Arizona, about 60 miles southeast of Tucson, and sits within a historic mining district that dates back to when silver was being mined in the 1880s. Our current focus at Hermosa is on a world-class zinc, lead, silver, manganese mineral resource, which we look to further explore by constructing dual underground shafts. Accessing the resource in this way requires us to manage our groundwater inflows, as the mineral resource is located below the natural groundwater levels. This will be achieved by constructing pumping wells that will pump the groundwater up to a treatment plant before the water is discharged into Harshaw Creek, with only a small amount being used on site to manage activities like dust suppression. As water is pumped out of the wells, the groundwater level drops, and a depressurized zone forms around the well. This cone of depression permits underground activities to be performed safely. The pumped groundwater then passes through a treatment plant so that it meets stringent water quality standards and will be safe for people and wildlife before being discharged into Harshaw Creek. We monitor wells in the surrounding area so we have baseline water level and water quality before our pumping begins. An estimated peak discharge of 10 cubic feet per second will flow into the creek. Due to ground conditions that Harshaw Creek runs through, most of the discharged water will soak back into the ground. Some will evaporate or be used by vegetation, but most will recharge the aquifer without ever reaching the town of Patagonia. We have undertaken surface water studies to assess if this 10 cubic feet per second of flow would have an adverse effect on the town of Patagonia under a 2-year, 10-year, or 100-year 24-hour flood event. And it does not. The peak flow at the Sonoita Bridge under a 2-year, 24-hour event would increase from 2,176 cubic feet per second to 2,186. This would be similar to filling the bed of a pickup truck with 6,032 soda cans and adding an additional 24 cans. The results also identified that the water level would rise across all scenarios by only a fraction of an inch, which at the most is the same height as 5 nickels being stacked on top of each other. This means that there would be no further increase in the inundation areas that would happen under these natural events. People would still be able to undertake their usual travel, either on foot or with a vehicle, as they would under normal conditions, but would still need to exercise caution under flooding conditions, as they do now. Based on biological studies in the area, we don't anticipate that wildlife would be negatively affected.